welcome back to the Late Night Gamer and the next episode of Field Commander Rommel. We are playing Ghost Division and we are on turn number 2. So first we move the campaign turn track into the May 20th to the 27th, 1940. We've been pretty successful so far, but now the rest of the war awaits us. So I am really wondering what to do now. It's very tempting to assault in Cambrai with everything I have, but I have very little supplies, so I probably will end up with too many forces in Cambrai here and have to take penalties. I got a suggestion saying that I should move to and take Paris and then move west towards Cherbourg as quickly as I can, and even paying extra supply points for doing that. I don't know. I will try to follow that suggestion. I've never tried it before. So after we move the turn counter, we are going into the refit phase, but we are all good, so we don't need to refit any of our units. Then there is battle moves. Now, if these guys are moving west, then they won't be doing any battle moves. In an effort to have my forces gain some experience, I'm going to take the Schützen, the 7 Schützen and the 78 artillery, and assault the chasseurs in Brussels. That is my battle move. I only have 1 supply, so I can't bring in the Totenkopf. Well, technically I can, but they will be stuck in here, and there will be no way out for them. So I'm saving my supply. Okay, that is my battle move. So and then we need to resolve that battle. The Battle of Brussels. The Allied will get. They will actually get a lot of battle plans, making it a difficult attack actually. So let's see. Let's calculate it. For every full unit, they will get 1 battle plan. And they will also get battle plans for the supplies. They have 16 supply, and if they have more than 8, they will get 2 battle plans, and they reduce the supply by 2, so they are down to 14 supplies. So 14 supplies left, and 3 battle plans. Okay, let's find out. They are drawing exploit and the dreaded deploy. I don't like the deploy, and they have also an artillery. Deploy means that they will get 1 random unit from their reinforcement force, and that can be anything. It even can be armor divisions. Then I need to calculate how many battle plans I'll get, and I'll do that via my points, and it is of course 4 points for the units and 1 for the supply. That's only 5 battle plan points. I need to inflict 2 hits to ensure a victory, so let's hope for that. I need to press because I'm not sure I'm able to do it in 1 round, and I don't want to retreat. So press is 1, then I have only 4 left. Dig in, because that can suck up 1 hit. Where's the intel cost 2? Yeah, I'm taking a reroll. Tactics is a reroll. So let's do the attacker first, since they're attacking after all. And I'm rolling for my Schützen, which needs to beat a 2, and my artillery, which needs to beat a 3. Let's see. The Schützen, it misses, and let's try the artillery. That's a 3. That's a hit. Oh, I forgot, I need to randomly take a unit from the yeah, they need to do their deploy. Oh, let's see what they will get. They are getting an infantry. The 4th infantry is reinforcing them. The deploy is out of here. Okay, so 1 hit now for them, and they will reduce. Well, I get to choose, and it doesn't matter because the defense value is 2 in both, so I'm reducing the 4th. And they get to answer with, first they will answer with their artillery. They missed. And then they need to defend with the 4th, which only, well, I don't get to distribute that hit yet. They defend with the 4th, which hits on a 2, and the chasseurs, which is on a 2. So 2 rolls, and they hit on a 2. That's 1 hit. Okay, so they only got 1 hit. Same as me. And I'm removing my digging counter for one of the hits. We remove the press. Oh, I need to... Yeah, and I'm reducing the fort. Remove the press. And we go on for another round. Now this doesn't look good. I'm not able... It's impossible to inflict 3 hits in one roll, so I should have used the tactics last round. So let's see. Schützen first and then the 78. Schützen hits number 2. That's a miss. I'm re-rolling. Still a miss. And the 78. Also a miss. So that did not go well at all. The artillery gets to fire in every round of combat. That's a hit. And then they will defend with the fort, which hits on a 1, and the chasseurs, which hits on a 2. It's a miss for the infantry, and it's a miss for the chasseurs. So I need to reduce, I'm reducing the Schützen. This battle is over, and I need to retreat back to Dinant. I was unable to take out any units as well, so I don't get an upgrade. Okay, that did not go well. Meanwhile, another place in France, I'm doing my non-battle moves. And I am moving 1 space for free with both of my units here, with the 25th and the Schützen are entering Paris, and we are taking Paris. Now I am supposed to pay extra supplies for moving them west, but I only have 1 supply left and I need to use that elsewhere. I'll show you. I need to use the supply point up here in Liège because my Totenkopf is moving 1, but then they need to pay the extra supplies to get out of Dinant, because or else it's overcrowded and I need to reduce a unit or pay extra supplies which I don't have. So my last supply point, I'm using it to move the Totenkopf into Reims. Okay, so they are in Reims. My last supply is gone. And that concludes my non-battle moves. Now I check for supplies and I see that none of my areas, I'm not overloaded in any area or any space. Then I'll do a resupply and I have 1 unit, the Tyneside, is in the destroyed Allied forces box. And that will give me 1 supply point. I moved all my units, so I don't get extra for that. I don't hold any objectives, I don't get extra for that, I only get 1 supply point. And that will only give me 2 supplies, which I take. That's the only thing I can do actually. You see, I don't feel that this was a particularly good run, although I hold Paris, which is going to hopefully be good when the Allied are resupplying. It's very difficult for them now to get units out in Paris, as long as I hold it. And I can even put out new units in Paris, as long as I hold it as well, so let's hope for the best now. Now it's the Allied turn and they will do a refit. They have tons of supplies. So they will gladly pay 2 supplies to refit the fort up in Brussels. Then we check for Allied operations. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently now. So I put all the Allied operations counters that are left here, and it's only 5. So I'm going to roll a die and start counting from left and to determine the counter I'm going to draw. So let's roll first. Can you see it? It's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Plus 1 force. Let's add it. Add the counter and randomly draw one of the forces available. See, it's this one. Oh, it's the 5th dim. Let's put it here along with the 37th and the 50th. Okay, then we will resolve the Allied orders. And first, well, we can see that for the control points or the objectives in Cambrai there are 2 units, so they will hold. And also the 2 armored divisions in Arras will hold. There are no more units in the western part, so we need to roll orders for the units in the eastern part. And now, because of this unlucky deployment, there are 2 units, Allied units, in the eastern parts of France, and well, there actually is 4 units in the eastern part of France, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means that we will roll a die and we will subtract 1, because I have 1 more unit than the Allied have. That's a 3, and 3 minus 1, that is 2. And they will move towards Cherbourg, which is kind of strange, but that's what they do. Well, Cherbourg is way over here. Okay, so consulting the rules a little bit, it says that when you are rolling a region with a name on it, like I just did, they will move towards that region, of course, unless the axis holds that objective, or that named area in this case. That should mean that if I am able to hold Cherbourg and the orders come up that they will move towards Cherbourg, they won't do that. Presumably they will try to rush now to Cherbourg to try to reinforce it, so they move one area towards Cherbourg, and there are actually 2 areas that they can move into, Lille and Calais. Now they can actually move down here as well. What is closest? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, obviously it's Calais because that's closest. So both units are fleeing Brussels and moving into Calais. Coincidentally, that moved them out of this area, the eastern area, into the western area, but that's fine. They have performed their orders for this turn. Then we need to resolve any battles, but there are no battles. And we do the Allied resupply, which is it's the dreaded Allied resupply. So we need to roll now for Caen, Calais, and Paris. And we need to add a modifier +3 if I hold one of the areas, and I do hold Paris. So let's see. First we roll for Caen. We get a 4. A 4 means that they will put 1 force on the map in Caen. They are getting this unit, which I randomly drew. 25th Armored. They come on the map here in Caen. Already my plan is not so certain anymore. Then we roll for Calais. And that is a 5. 5 means 4 supplies. So we add 4 supplies. Then we roll for Paris. We roll for Paris. That's a 4. Normally that would be 1 force, but we need to add +3, so that will put them in. Well, that's 7, so that is only 1 supply, which is the best roll we can hope for during Allied resupply. 1 more supply in the box. So that concludes turn number 2 of Field Commander Rommel. As always, I'm glad to take suggestions, particularly now that this 25th Armored unit has appeared here in Caen. The plan is probably less certain. Let me know what you think, and I see you next time.